Greetings from Leiden University and welcome to a new episode in our series Meet the Guest Lecturers. My name is Ton Liefaard and I hold the UNICEF Chair in Children's Rights at Leiden Law School. I also participate in the Advanced Masters in International Children's Rights, and we are always very happy to rely on our colleagues and friends from around the world to serve in our program as guest lecturers. And today I have the pleasure of speaking to one of our very much appreciated guest lecturers, Dr. Nicolas Espejo Yaksic. Nico, wonderful to have you in Leiden again. Can you tell us a bit more about your experience and what you bring to our program?
Thank you, Don. Yes, great always to be here. It's a very cherished place for me. Well, I've been working in human rights for the last 30 years in Latin America mainly. I'm mixing both work for the UN, I work for the Supreme Court of Mexico, and also academic work on the other side. So I think what I'd like to bring is that experience of mixing different levels and ways to engage in the protection of human rights more generally, but in particular with children's rights. And I think that is important because our students and professionals that work in this field have to engage all the time at these different levels. And I think that is something that I valued and I would like to share with students here.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. So you've been teaching in our course called Interaction Between Children's Rights and other international legal systems. What did you specifically teach on and why is that relevant in your view?
Well, in my course, we look specifically at the Inter-American system of human rights. So we share some general contents of the system, the way particularly the Inter-American Commission and Court of Human Rights have developed specific standards, interpretations of the rights of the child, and we look at the dynamics of progressive interpretation of rights. So in the course, we try to look at how, for example, the Inter-American Court of Human Rights, even having very, I would say, vague or limited legal standards for the protection of children's rights, have committed itself to an interpretation based on the aim of purpose of the convention and to expand and connect the standards of children's rights with international human rights law, with other regional systems, and through that, being able to enforce rights in a very comprehensive way and in context of a structural inequality, violence, and deprivation of rights, which I think is probably the main challenge of the region.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that also to our students. What would be your core message to our students or anyone else interested in specializing in international children's rights or pursuing an international children's rights career?
Yeah, well, that's a difficult one, but let's try something. I would say that, as we know, we are facing a challenging time for human rights in general and for children's rights in particular. And I think that first of all, study, read to deepen your knowledge on children's rights is a very political tool today. It's a way to being able to hold the ground against pushbacks in the system of very political interpretations of legal standards. When we know what we're defending, we are stronger defenders. And so I would say, even if it sounds countersensical to say, well, we have to go to action. So in a way, to have the time to understand better, to build your knowledge and deepen your knowledge, it's a very essential thing to do. And the other, I would say, is to work together with others. I think it is time to being able to create communities, global communities, where we can share what we have done well, our gaps, and stand together in the defense of children's rights throughout the world.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very powerful message. And that's also why we so much appreciate you coming to us and enabling us also to connect to you and your experience and your region and make the connection also with our international classroom.
And I'm happy to be part of that and to learn. Every time I come here, I learned a lot as well from students.
Wonderful. Good. All right. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching this conversation. And if you're interested in the Master of Laws program, Advanced Studies in International Children's Rights at Leiden University, don't hesitate to reach out or to check out our website. Thank you and see you soon again.